Hey, my name is Carson Ford, and this is my game design project. I decided to do a parkour themed level as I thought the versatility of finding different ways and maneuvers to get around a level could be really interesting. It could teach me a lot about level design. So the game takes place in a facility that is experimenting with creating super soldiers. The game opens up with you on a table being observed by scientists, when suddenly an alarm blares, sending all the scientists rushing out of the room. Suddenly your restraints become undone, and you must now escape the facility without being caught. I wanted to create multiple routes for the player to be able to get through the level, as I feel like that's a huge part of what makes parkour games. The first route I created, and probably the most obvious route, is this one right here. You hop up on this table, pull yourself up onto these shelves, and then wall run across this wall onto this platform, which then takes you into this vent. The secondary path I created was this one. You'd hop up onto this shelf, jump up onto the servos, grab onto that overhang on the dome, and kind of ledge crawl your way around until you get to the other side. From there you jump over and go into the vent. Both of these routes introduce new mechanics to the game and allow the player to learn as they're going. The first route introduces the player to the wall run. The second route introduces the player to ledge grabbing. From this point, the player would crouch through the vents until they come to a grate in the vents, which allows them to see into the next room, giving them a little bit of a taste of what's to come. Following further down, you would go up, and then fall down into the next room. From here, there's a couple different paths you can take. The first and most obvious one is to go through these pipes. As you'll see, it's just low enough that you can't get through it, which then introduces the player into the slide. You would slide under this pipe, allowing you access into this next area. From there you would jump up on this table, onto these shelves, over to these servos, up onto the pipe, and then up onto the ledge above. The second path that's not as obvious is going up and over these boxes. You would then ledge grab onto these pipes, pull yourself up, and then jump over to the ledge above. Also, here's a shameless show off of a model that I worked on. I just thought it was cool. I just wanted to show it. Upon reaching the ledge, you'll realize that it leads back into the previous room to the overhang that we saw before. If we go across, it will lead to the exit and the end of the level. I wanted to also add one little extra way of kind of hopping across, just to increase the amount of options for the player. Now there's actually a third route in this beginning room that I didn't want to show off until now. This route is more for the experienced player and for someone who just wants to go back and try to get through the beginning level as fast as possible. So if you'll notice, these are ledges right here that you can grab onto. And something that you'll learn later in the game is to ledge hop from ledge to ledge. And if you do that here, if you hop up here and then ledge hop from here to here, you can then hop up onto this barrel and jump up and grab the railing, pulling yourself up and bypassing the entire second area. This is mostly just to, add a level of replayability to the game and promote players that have played through the game already. I also added lots of random tables and shelves and just props in general to give a little bit of freedom to the players, and if they can find ways to get through the level even faster, then kudos to them. And it just gives a little bit of power to the player to create their own paths and find their own ways. So anyways, that's the walkthrough of my level. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.